matters.
The world will be watching the Vatican tomorrow for the installation of Pope Francis.
Church workers are getting ready in Rome. This really is historic. Amy Kellogg has a preview for us tonight.
Sounds of tractors filling St. Peter's Square as workers set up barriers inside, all part of the last-minute preparations for the inauguration mass for Pope Francis, the new head of the Catholic Church. Along with barriers, plenty of police who will be providing security not just for the Pope, but the more than 100 leaders from around the world here to witness the historic event.
Great to see you, Mr. President.
That group, including Vice President Joe Biden, the first Catholic to hold the office, meeting with Italian heads of state today before witnessing the historic ceremony for the head of the Catholic Church tomorrow. Pope Francis meeting with Argentinian President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner. Although the two clashed over certain social issues while he was the Archbishop of Buenos Aires, it was all smiles today as Kirchner presented the new pontiff with a gift, and he gave thanks with a kiss on the cheek. Inside the Vatican, officials unveiling the papal ring and the new coat of arms while explaining the details of the upcoming ceremony.
The ceremony will start at the tomb of St. Peter in the center of the basilica below the central altar, so the St. Peter's tomb. And the Mass will take place on the square, which according to the tradition is the location of the martyrdom of St. Peter.
And it will be a packed house as more than 1 million tourists and pilgrims are expected to converge upon Rome and in Vatican City to watch the inauguration ceremony for Pope Francis, the new Pope. In Rome, Amy Kellogg, Fox News.
During the inaugural ceremony, the Pope is going to have some prepared comments, but his spokesman says he may do a monologue. He may go off script because he says he's unpredictable.
And this, of course, may endear him to the faithful. But as Ben Wiedemann reports, the Swiss Guard are going to be on their toes.
It was a thrill for the crowds. Pope Francis walking out on the street to press the flesh. But it wasn't a thrill for his security. One Italian newspaper quoted a member of the Pope's security detail as saying, "If he carries on like this, it will drive us all crazy." But the Vatican spokesman isn't panicking.
The very competent security forces with the Pope are there with him. They've been watching him. They'll adapt to his own movements, and they will do their best to adapt to new situations.
The Bishop of Rome has been a target in the past. In 1981, Pope John Paul II was shot 4 times by a would-be Turkish assassin in St. Peter's Square. In 2008, a German woman tried to drag Pope Benedict XVI to the floor. A year later, she tried to do the same thing. Papal security has been provided by the Swiss Guard for centuries. Now they're bolstered by the Italian Secret Service and regular police who keep an eye on the tens of thousands of visitors who come here every day. Vatican City is one of the world's most popular tourist destinations, but at the end of the day, security can only do so much, after which they have to put their faith in God. And that seems to be the attitude of most popes, says former Swiss Guard Andreas Widmer.
The first priority of the papacy isn't security. The first priority is his ministry. And he knows what he needs to do for his ministry, and we're going to cope with that.
No easy task when dealing with a pope who, thus far, has been most unpredictable. Ben Wiedemann, CNN, Rome.
You can watch the installation of Pope Francis live on Fox 6. The Mass starts at 3:30 tomorrow morning. Then stay with us. Fox 6 Wake Up will start right after the installation is finished.
Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton announcing her